Hey guys, welcome to season 4, episode 21 of Criminal Minds. Did I turn this on?
Power on.
Here we go. Amber alert. Lovely.
Between midnight and 6 a.m.
Same MO as the other two?
All abducted from their beds in the middle of the night. The first two were found strangled with blunt force head traumas.
The parents of the missing boy are going to make a statement. I want to ask you to please hold your questions until the end, and I'll answer them directly.
He's in the second grade. Oh, God. I can't. I'm sorry.
Uncle Bill, we're friends and neighbors. Dan and I grew up around here. You know, your involvement in this case could be a conflict of interest. I appreciate your concern, but I'm not going to stand around while Kyle's still out there. I know the other two cases.
You know what we're looking at. 99% of abducted children are killed in the first 24 hours.
I know. I'm going to check on that one.
This is not our first rodeo of this
We saw the
incident.
pictures. We know what this guy does to little boys.
Agent Emily Princess. May I ask you some questions?
What are those?
I think so.
This is a sophisticated, high-risk crime. Whoever did this has good social skills. They're highly functioning. And they
Probably
have a
know
stable
who they
job.
are.
Have you noticed anyone hanging around the neighborhood talking with children?
Nothing comes to mind.
No. I don't know.
You wouldn't notice it. You wouldn't notice it.
Do you want to take a break? Are you able to continue?
I think Is she potentially abusing those drugs?
Whoever took Kyle has probably been in this house before. He watched the family routine. He knew exactly where everyone slept.
You know something,
He
kid?
got Kyle out without anyone seeing or hearing anything.
Or is this just emotional? Which is understandable.
Can I go play now?
I'll get your sample.
Alright. Probably just an emotional situation. Alright, okay.
So they really understand what's going on.
I mean, understandable.
Mr. Murphy, we are going to do everything we can to find Kyle.
Our entrance test is more broad.
Looks like his preference is based more on age instead of physical characteristics.
Yeah.
Let's make a special file for more organized offenders, anyone who's been arrested for stalking, breaking and entering burglary.
Did you say 7 to 11?
With these parameters, I can probably cross off half the names.
Garcia, I need your brain and your computer system. They're one and the same. Give me a question. I emailed you 10 names. Yes, you did.
The 15th and 16th of November and the 21st and 22nd of February? Yeah, those are the days. What does that mean? They coincide with the days the first two boys were abducted.
Yep.
He was too busy with them to make any calls or spend any money.
The tech guys found this ditch rag with glass of water. Kyle's fingerprints were all over it.
So he wakes up.
Gotcha,
Thursday,
bitch.
Comes to the kitchen and gets some water. The unsub went out through the family room door.
So, finds a safe, quiet place to break in.
Everything about how Kyle Murphy was taken is consistent with the previous abductions.
Windows like that in your basement? Not
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Never live in a house with a
I gotta show
basement
this.
window like that.
What's his connection to the victims?
2 years ago, I got a steady job installing TVs.
Have any of the families purchased a new TV?
The first two did. Garcia found something else. Rollins had no cell or bank activity on the days the boys were abducted.
We haven't been able to connect Rollins to Kyle yet.
So what, are we going to wait for more evidence?
No, there isn't time. We have sufficient probable cause.
Yeah.
Let's go pick
With this
them
shit,
up.
you gotta... Wait, did they say he has a history of this kind of stuff? Or that he just... I assume that's how they got the name. Duh.
The truck is clean.
Oh my god.
Pornography on the computer.
Probably helps him sleep better at night. Anything that connects him to the three boys?
Nothing yet.
Wait a minute.
Is that enough cause to arrest him for something else, though?
What is it?
There he is.
He's getting away! Where the kid is? Stand down!
Get him off the fucking case. Good God. Conflict. This won't be a problem. Yeah, whatever.
Stop resisting! Okay! Not hurt me, please!
He's the only one who knows where Kyle is. I said I know. I guess. I've been where you are.
I was a cop too. That's why I knew this wasn't a good idea. You were way too close.
I'm not gonna sit still, and I'm not gonna stop.
I don't give a
until we
shit.
find a cop.
Get him off. Get him off the case.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Then you know. You make a promise to protect them. When Jimmy needed us.
We were asleep down the hall, 13 feet away.
Okay, that's not your fault. Do you recognize
Tell
him?
me if any of this belonged to Jimmy or Kyle. Could you do that?
Okay.
Are any of these Kyle's?
I'm not sure.
It's okay.
Did you know that the inmates there watch the news every night? I bet they're looking forward to getting you all alone. Life in Trenton might as well be a death sentence. Are you sure you don't want to tell me where Kyle is? He won't confess without the deal.
We need more evidence.
Well, then we gotta find Kyle. That'll prove it, right? What about the woods?
Well, it's 100,000 acres to cover.
He's out there
Jesus.
somewhere. I'm not sticking around here.
He's too close to this.
Yeah.
We've warned him.
Scare him more.
I'm gonna take them down that way. Why don't you sweep that way?
Where is that? Any federal prison of your choice in New Jersey. Where's Kyle Murphy? Threw him in the river. You didn't take him back to the woods?
No.
We may never find him.
Guess that's true.
You didn't throw him in the river.
No, he
You
didn't.
need more control than that. You need to know exactly where the body is so you can go back and live it over and over again.
You came in through the basement.
I wonder if he has him.
This would have been a second flight of stairs.
So Kyle's is the first room.
Because there's a lot of contradicting evidence here.
This wasn't a quiet struggle. He probably knocked Kyle unconscious.
Like I'm not saying he didn't do the kill the first two.
It's interesting.
But what about the third? This one? This
A
Kyle?
few feet, you would have found Danny.
He's just
Danny's far more age appropriate for Rollins' preference. He's closer to the first two victims than Kyle is.
I feel like this is a different.
Well, that and most kids either pick a top or a bottom bunk. Both beds are slept in. The top bunk blocks the view of the stars, and there's nothing decorative down here.
I feel like we
In his
have
room, he probably sleeps up top.
two different suspects.
Somebody wet the bed. You know, maybe Danny started in the bottom bunk, wet the bed, and then moved up top.
This is Kyle's.
Yeah, something deeper is going on here.
Size 6. Kyle slept in here last night. He didn't sleep in his room. Why was it destroyed?
To make it look like the other crime scenes.
Yep. He's the suspect to me. Oh god. Is it Kyle?
That's Kyle. That's him.
He's a suspect to me.
Got a cold
He tried to shoot the other guy, almost like guaranteeing that we wouldn't find him. And then he put the body.
We saw the pictures.
It's just two different
Hugh
people.
Rollins definitely killed the first two victims.
Yeah,
But it doesn't look like he killed Kyle Murphy.
I'm already on it. I'm already on it.
Neatly laid to rest with his hands by his sides, Rollins discarded these two boys like
that is
trash.
clear signs of a connection with the kid.
Where do you think he was? Who else knows the details of all three cases?
Lancaster.
We're going to call Garcia, see what she can find out.
The one who's too close to the case.
Read Prentice, watch the video.
Is the first suspect, or the new suspect right now.
Yes.
Alright, since he is over,
We found Kyle Murphy's body in the woods. Why did you lie? People don't understand. I can't explain why I do these things. All I know is that I can't help myself. I don't want to die in prison.
You're gonna be in one for the rest of your life, Hugh.
No, I'm talking about what they do to people like me. I don't want to go like that.
Then tell me the truth.
No, he has a point, which is why I would put, I would give him prison time, but then I'd sentence him to death. He gets the death penalty. And honestly, I'd rather, no, screw it. I don't care what they do to him in prison. I don't. It's irrelevant. It's not the point. Remove the stain from the earth. Get him out. He gets the death penalty. On to the next one. Next suspect.
Losing a child is a horrible thing. But if there was a murder and someone is concealing a crime, they are going to jail.
Russell, you got a killer in custody. You got this guy. Let's end it now.
Can we take this in your office?
Yeah.
He's trying way too hard.
Hugh Rollins didn't kill your son.
Why would you try and pin this on Rollins?
I never even heard of Rollins until you thought of him as a suspect. Look, that son of a bitch rapes and kills innocent children. He would have hurt somebody else's kid until you caught him.
What does that have to do with Kyle?
Yeah, what does that have to do with Kyle?
I am asking you. Look the other way.
Please.
Why? Why? Why are you covering
Detective,
something?
that would be framing somebody for murder.
Yeah, you're covering
Rollins
something.
didn't kill Kyle, but you know who did.
They are my friends.
Well,
What does that mean?
I think you left their son's body in the woods. Now, what kind of friend does that?
That's an accomplice.
Didn't kill Kyle. Who did it?
You tell me.
We have multiple suspects here.
My little boy is dead, and you have a suspect in custody. Isn't that good enough?
You did it? You killed your son?
You've been holding hands since I first saw you.
What's wrong with that?
It's a
When
son.
couples lose a child,
They're kind of
the
distant.
grief
Yeah.
is overwhelming. You two are different.
They're in it together.
It's like you're protecting each other. So, I'm going to ask you again. What happened last night? Did one of you kill Kyle?
Come on. Need answers.
They got nothing to do with this.
Your children were killed in a car accident 3 years ago. Your wife divorced you right after. Your loss has everything to do with this.
You've got nothing left. You can afford to break the rules. Take a risk. Frame Rollins for Kyle's murder.
Rollins didn't kill Kyle. You know who did.
Okay, I did it. I killed Kyle.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
You didn't seem surprised when I told you that Bill had confessed.
How am I supposed to act? No, we should really be in there with Danny.
Danny's fine.
First you said it's Rollins, now it's Bill. The only thing I know is that Kyle's gone.
Is it the kid? Was it your son?
Your friend just confessed to something he didn't do.
Oh, that's enough. We can't do this anymore.
It's your son. Your son killed his brother.
Sure, yeah, let's see if we can find some.
It's the kid.
Kyle's shy and quiet, but ever since he joined the soccer team, he's really come out of his shell. He's more outgoing. He even scored his first goal.
Hey, stop, hey! Okay, there, it's open.
Oh boy. Oh
You,
boy.
get mad like that a lot?
My mom says I have a bad temper.
Yeah, I had a little cousin who did that. It'd make me crazy.
Not gonna miss that. He would always sleep in my room.
I heard Kyle liked your bunk beds.
They weren't for him. They were for my friends. He was always wetting the bed like a baby.
Oh my
Is
god.
that why you didn't want to play with him?
I woke up really early and wanted to finish it. I had it all set up in the basement.
What time is that?
It's too early. Mom and Dad are still asleep. Go back to bed, Kyle. Can I play with it? You can look at it. I told you not to touch it. It's fine, Daddy. You never listen. Like I'll get in trouble.
He kept saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What's gonna happen to Danny?
State you can try him as an adult. Try to make an example out of him.
Try him as an adult? How old is he?
You gotta help us.
He's like 10, right?
I got an idea.
11?
Take Danny upstairs.
How could he do this to you?
Then you took Kyle into the woods?
They're good people. They didn't deserve to lose both kids. Kyle would be the third victim. And we would catch a bad guy. A real bad guy.
I mean, you still caught a bad guy, but...
And they might still be. They might have a chance to be a family again.
2 postmortem hits to the head.
First one was shallow. Clearly he hesitated.
Lancaster had to hit Kyle to make the wounds consistent with Rollins' victims.
I'm glad he spared them that part of his story.
Look on the second page.
I just needs to see this.
What happened?
Can you stay with him?
What's on the second page? God dang it.
Danny stuffed plain parts down Kyle's throat.
He wouldn't do that.
The truth is, the only thing Danny isn't capable of is remorse. He feels nothing. The son you were trying to protect is a sociopath.
Maybe this is it. Maybe I'm suffering so he doesn't have to.
Your kids died in an accident. Nobody can make sense of that. This family, your friends, they lost both kids the minute Danny killed Kyle.
We all say it every day. Protect who? Serve who? That piece of human waste in the other room murdered at least 2 kids. You know what he is. You're the ones that found him.
Oh, I
And
mean,
that decent family, that decent, loving.
I'm with you, man.
How did anything that happened today serve anyone at all? Huh?
You're serving the greater
Who won
good.
in the end?
Everybody
That's the
else.
thing. We don't get to pick who wins, Detective. Even if that means no one does.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wins here. Especially after I get done sentencing people.
Andre Morat wrote, "Without a family, man, alone in the world, trembles with the cold."
Wow. Hey, that's... Wow. That was... wild. Let's get to the sentencing. The first suspect was a pedophile, kidnapper, disgusting, sick excuse of a human being. He's not human. He doesn't deserve to breathe another breath on the planet. Remove him from existence. That is my sentencing. Immediately. I don't give a shit about throwing him in prison and then beating the shit out of him or whatever the hell. I don't care. You want to know why? Because how is that even helping the people who are in prison? I don't care. It's irrelevant. I don't care. I don't think he should live. I don't care about the excuses. I don't care about the chances that someone could be innocent, because the chances are way too damn slim. Hands down, this man is not innocent, so we're not even going to talk about that. But I don't care. It's too small of a percentage to even speak about. Don't care about that. On top of that, I'm not going to pay my tax dollars to house this sick human being for the rest of his life in a freaking cell. I'm not going to throw him in a cell with other freaking people and they kill him, beat the shit out of him, rape him. I'm not doing that, because that's defeating the whole purpose of them being in the prison to face their punishment. You know, I don't care. So yeah, the minute this man is sentenced, take him out back and sentence him to death. End of story with his sickness. Second suspect, that is the kid. I originally would have given him 10 to 20, not in prison, of rehabilitation. He's a kid. You don't throw... I don't believe in throwing kids into prison. I think they need to... They're sick. They need to be helped. They're kids. So this kid, I was originally going to say 10 to 20 years in rehabilitation. After that, the more details that I saw, it's got to be at least 15 to 25. He has to, and the reason it's 15 to 25 is because I think there needs to be a minimum of 15 to guarantee that this kid is getting the treatment, getting the help, and changing his life for the better. That extra 10 years is up to that kid, and it's up to how he responds to these treatments, and the help that he's getting. And that's why it's a minimum 15, and then it's all right. What do the experts say? You know, what has the process brought to you? You know, where are we? And if by the time, you know, everything's good, he can rejoin the outside of rehabilitation and get all of his life. You know, not that he can't. He'll still be able to. He's a kid, so he'll still be like getting social interactions, and but it'll be monitored rehabilitation. You know, it won't be a prison cell. You're not being thrown into a cell with a bunch of other troubled individuals, and you're mingling among them, and you're not getting fixed. No, I mean you're getting put into a place where you can be rehabilitated, where everybody's helping you. You know, you're being monitored. Help the kid. Fix the kid. Massive problem here. The parents. Actually, no. The parents would be the fourth. Let's go to the third. The third suspect would be the officer, the detective. He covered that up. All right. He was covering that up. He was hiding it. He was moving a body. He was changing evidence. I see that as a minimum 5 to 7 years, just on the idea of what he was trying to do. And the whole reason as to why which I meant to do this, I'm pretty sure in the last episode, which would have been a way of me kind of explaining this further, but I forgot to do it as far as the sentencing. The father that was involved in the last episode, I would have punished. Like, I think because obviously he played a massive role into this murdering child that came out of the situation. This instance, I would give him 5 to 7 because I don't give a shit about hypotheticals. Oh, but what if he actually got away with it, and I don't know, 10 years later this kid kills 47 people. Okay, I'm not doing, I don't care about hypotheticals, I'm doing about here. So, he didn't get away with it. He got caught. He confessed later on, 5 to 7 years. I'm not going to give him like 15 to 25 or 20 years or something like that. Like, he confessed, all right? Yes, he tried to do it, and the idea of him trying to do it, there you go, 5 to 7. Parents. I'm not giving the parents anything. Except for an evaluation. I would check, you know, just get them to talk. I would suggest they get therapy. Definitely. Get someone to talk to. And I would evaluate them as far as to make sure there was, you know, what's going on here, you know. Was there a... How did your son become this? You know, if there was a clear, some like abuse going on there that we didn't see, which sitting here watching this, it doesn't look like the parents were any issues at all. But we would just kind of look to see like if there was anything that possibly could have been an abusive or harmful thing that the parents did. If there is, I'd rather find them than throw them in a cell. So, and that's only if there was past abusive kind of ways that would trigger or make a child seem like this, which I have, from what I've seen, I don't think there was. So, the parents have already suffered enough. They just lost 2 kids. So I have no reason to throw them in a cell where they don't belong. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. I will see y'all next time.